as we share fireworks stories.
That's right.
Hello everyone, Eric Watson here, freelance writer, player of games, writer of words, recorder of videos, and tabletop role-playing aficionado. Welcome to our weekly live stream Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition online role-playing adventures. I'm joined as always by my good friends Chris, playing the noir detective, human inquisitive, rogue, wizard, Mannix.
Hello.
Heather playing the wickedly silent but deadly half-drow assassin rogue Kaless.
Hello. And I demand a new thing because I still sound like a...
Rochelle playing the popular and charismatic Triton Bard of Whispers Gillian.
Hello.
Raymond playing the heedlessly brave Turtle Battle Master Fighter Rogue George.
Hello.
Reese playing the undead-hating, animal-loving Hill Dwarf Druid of the Moon. Theron.
This is correct.
Stream our sessions live on YouTube every Friday evening. Catch up on previous episodes on my YouTube page, as well as read weekly session recaps at RogueWatson.com. Watch my behind-the-scenes No Players Allowed live series Crafting Annihilation on Thursday mornings. If you'd like to support the channel, check out patreon.com/RogueWatson. Shout out to Platinum patrons Andrew, Brian, Richard, Joe, Will, Tiny Dancer, Charles, Crazy Pat, and Nick. And gold patrons RPG Papercrafts, Charming Grenade, Pretty Boy Nima, Marcos De Vicente, Gilberto, Sean, aka Cert2B, Adam, Dead Lizard Lounge, Auction, Sam. Thank you all very much for your support. For our campaign, we use Roll20.net. For video chat, we use Discord. For streaming, I use Open Broadcaster software with Streamlabs. It has been a minute since we played. We were off last week, and then the week before that, we actually had a Thursday session. So it's been 2 weeks since we had a Friday session.
Yep.
So let us recall what has happened previously on Tomb of Annihilation. After the bloody battle in the pirate tavern, the party was in need of a rest, but they heard shouting from outside and emerged to see Captain Lascalar trying to ship off in the Sturge with a handful of remaining crew. The party sprang into action, some taking to the upper rampart of the tavern to fire the mounted ballista, while Kaless and George charged the boat, fighting their way through pirates to attack Lascalar. The captain was swiftly beaten back, attempting to finally escape by jumping into the waters of the cove. Kaless jumped in after him, realizing however, that those waters were shark-infested. She did get the final kill, and Kaless, you can have inspiration for that. But a shark grabbed the body. While she swam back, George was able to save Lascalar's magical Cape of the Mountebank with his vine sword whip. The other pirates surrendered, revealing that they were the last remaining pirates in the cove, and pointed the party towards the warehouse in the back. After a short rest, Kaless used one of the pirate captain keys to open the door to find the full treasure haul of the combined pirates of Chult. Unfortunately, they also activated the defense mechanism. Nearly a dozen flying swords flew off the wall and attacked, viciously stabbing Kaless and Mannix before the others could jump in. Once the rest of the party joined the fray, the swords were soon destroyed, and the party helped themselves to crates of gold, platinum, jewels, and a few magic scrolls. From there, all that was left was to rescue an astonished but grateful Roka, who offered to help sail Lascalar's ship. On their way out, Mannix lit a crossbow bolt and shot it at the tavern, leaving the hidden pirate cove as the flames began to spread.
Right.
Back on the world map with ye.
I need to take a nap for about 8 hours.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I have a hut for that.
on this pirate ship.
Yep, I'm gonna need about an 8-hour nap at this point because I've got 10 hit points.
Mercy.
Right.
Yeah, you all...
Eric finally came very, very close to killing. Hope you're happy with yourself, dear.
Always. You all can direct Roka towards the east side of the bay, which is where you told Captain Ordame to sail towards. And then along the way, you all can get a long rest in.
Okay.
At some point, which I can go
Will you
ahead
hit the button?
Yeah, I'll hit the button for you. At
Please,
some point,
I don't want to die.
while you're going across, you do see one of the other pirate ships in the distance, towards the uh, south of you, and it looks like it is the Dragonfang with Kalita at the helm now. And she sees you, but and you kind of see them. You can see each other through like spyglasses and whatnot. And she kind of makes a signal, and you see that ship in the distance turn around and leave.
Was
So-
she like waving goodbye?
I'm about to say, was it like a fear, like she's running from us, or like was she flipping us the bird?
It was just a more of a like acknowledge that they've seen like the fact that you all are on this ship, and her response was to signal and get that her ship and go the other way.
Out of the bay.
Yeah, she looked like she was running away from you.
Okay.
I'm sure that can't come back to bite us at all.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, is there a point in chasing her? like, what are we gonna do with her if we catch her?
Yeah, nah. Maybe she's just gonna go back to the
I feel
town
like
and-
we've effectively like handled the pirate situation on this continent. we've destroyed their base of operations. They've scattered to the four winds.
They're basically
We-
extinct.
They're basically extinct.
Piracy is no more. Yeah, and when you all pull up and see the Brazen Pegasus anchored near the shore on the east coast, right before this seaside temple that looks more like a grand palace, but still very foreboding in its architecture and design. But you can pull up next to her, and she waves with a friendly wave and greets you all. Says, "Ahoy! I see you got the sturge, which means you got the right bastard Lascalar, yes. You catch him alive by any chance? I was hoping I could spit in his face myself."
No, but he was eaten by sharks, if that's any consolation.
She nods happily. "Right then. No more pirates. You made the waters around Sholta a much safer place for everyone. If we can wrap up this whole soulmonger mess, maybe folks will be wanting to come to Sholta again. And I could start me legitimate business in the shipping lanes, with only a wee bit of smuggling on the side."
That is the hope. How was the trip over here? You guys see anything weird?
She mentions that she hasn't seen hide or tail of any pirate activity near her, and she doesn't want to get any closer to this big temple that you can see, because she says it seems very foreboding.
Okay, yeah. What does this temple look like?
It looks more like a nice palace. It's got terraced gardens overlooking crashing waves just below the walls. Although it looks in neglect. Parts of it are falling down, and it looks kind of overrun from your vantage point. I'm also going to direct you to 2 items on your quest log that are relevant here. If this were like an episode of the TV show, I'd be doing previously on, and I'd be showing these specific events to jog your memory. But I want to direct you.
Yeah.
I guess you can't. Nobody can see this except Gillian, but Gillian's personal quest.
All right.
Is actually I think that's where all the updates are. So the brief note, if you recall Gillian's backstory, that she was on a diplomatic mission to a temple ship devoted to Umberlee because the forces of the Kraken were attacking her people, and she was sent because of her negotiation skills with an envoy aboard this grand, Star Destroyer style huge ship to try and broker a peace. And her entire party ended up getting ambushed and slaughtered and killed, except for her and her brother thought they escaped, but then they got separated, and only she was able to actually make it back into the sea and then lost sight of her brother, and then her goal has been to try to pursue this ship, which is what initially sent her to Chult. You all had your various reasons of going to Chult. And then the update. First, you heard from Zatembe when you first arrived at Port Nyanzaru. And he said, I saw images of a violent storm tossing a massive ship at sea, jagged rocks, stragglers on a shore, then a temple looming over a beach. I was bombarded with feelings of sorrow, regret, fear, and longing, and the wrath of a goddess, all emanating far to the southwest. And then when you met up with the crew from the wreck of the Star Goddess, the airship people that were crashed, the captain mentioned that she saw a very odd temple palace that was built right, basically this location, built right on the beach in Jahaka Bay, and looks like it was built from the wreckage of a large temple ship. And that is the palace that you are looking at now.
Okay. No reason to go in there. Let's go.
Wait, hold on, guys. I would like to check this place out.
Certainly looks nice enough to.
It
perhaps
looks
hold something of interest.
it looks very unnatural from all the architecture and things that you've seen in Chult from your exploration. This really sticks out like a sore thumb.
Is
Like,
it
just-
real?
It looks real.
Like-
It looks physically there.
Mm-hmm. But like architecture wise, like it doesn't look like the rest of the Chultan
Right.
architecture.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
And the timeline was Gillian, those events occurred about, I think, 10 years ago, we said. I think Tritons have a pretty good,
Oh, wow.
good long lifespan.
It's a long time to not track down your brother.
You know what I've
Yes.
noticed? Humans have like the shortest lifespan of all the races, too.
Oh, really?
Get the short end of the shaft.
Have I been looking for him for 10 years?
No, I think part of your story was that you got basically called back to your homeland, and everybody just thought like he was dead. It was like a fool's errand, and you just couldn't get pulled away. And then finally, the war ended because of the events of Storm King's Thunder, and you were able to finally ask for leave from your home to resume the search.
Okay.
However long you've actually been on that search, that's entirely up to you, but since everybody starts at level 1, I assume everybody's kind of at the beginning of their heroic journeys.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I would very much like to go check out this temple, and I hope that my party will join me.
just start striding towards the entrance.
Roll
I
a
hope they'll join
charisma.
me.
Roll persuasion to convince your party.
I will share the Tembe's vision with them, and relay that I think that this is related to my lost brother, or it could be. I'm looking for a temple on a beach.
All right.
Yeah. Seems good enough to me.
It's occurring to Manix that we just as people are not good at holding on to things. We're all here because we lost people or things.
How poignant.
Manix realizes that if he wants these people to help him find his person, he's gonna have to help them find theirs.
Mm-hmm. We've all
I
lost
can't
things.
guarantee that I'll be able to control my own mind once we get to my side story. So
Right.
might as well keep going. Let's go.
Yeah.
So
All right. Well, first, before we go in, I do want to introduce Ordame to our Zentarum friend.
Yes.
What's his name again? Roka?
Roka, yep.
Yes. Tell him to hang out here for the time being. keep watch. We shouldn't be too terribly long.
Yeah. She's suspicious at first, but he is devastatingly charming and handsome, and is able to wear her down just about instantly. And he's already cracking jokes and everything, so she appears to warm up pretty quickly. And he immediately tries to get into good graces by asking her a bunch of nautical questions and how to sail the seas and all this stuff. So she's like, yeah, that's pretty
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
good.
George asks Gillian, "What is your brother's name?"
Your brother's name is Sibarath.
Sibarath. Sibarath. I didn't do that.
George, Bulldozer.
Why are you testing me, George?
I'm not testing you. George flaps his cape on the mountebank and says, "Take me to Sivaroth."
That's not even close to how this magic item works.
Nothing happens.
We all
George
just
says,
stand there
"Damn,
and stare.
Worth a shot, George.
that's not how this works."
He pulls it up and throws it away. Useless.
Nobody saw that.
We all saw it.
So Sivaroth, that's a high name. Thank you for telling me. I shall resume my training over here.
You see him
He
just
walks
muttering.
away. Yeah, just muttering at the cloak, like, you embarrassed me back there.
Get your shit together, cloak. Yeah, you can teleport yourself to any spot within range of 500 feet as long as you tell it a place you can visualize or describe.
He was learning how to use the cape.
There you go. All right. So yeah, you all long rested on the ship. You got some supplies, a meal. The Pegasus actually kind of ends up sending out a little rowboat, maybe a mile north of the temple, and a bunch of the kind of NPCs and people go out and start foraging for more supplies because you have now been on the water for probably about a week or so.
Oh, yeah.
So they continue to go out and forage, and then now you've got two ships. So Ordomay is interested in having all the various NPCs kind of make sure to go up and down the other ship and see if there's, how much people they need and supplies and all that kind of thing. So
Yeah.
they've got plenty to do, and she wishes you all good luck, and she will wait for. She says they'll be here a couple days because they're gonna forage, so they're not gonna leave without you. But
Hopefully it won't be that long, but
she does look worried at that temple. That
Yeah.
doesn't look right. All right. Let's get out of this hex grid map of laggingness. Alright, as you all get closer, so now you're on land, just moving south towards the entrance. You're staying along the coast, basically, and it's built right on the cliffs. You kind of pass through, maybe 100 feet from what looks like the entrance. You feel yourself pass through like a thin veil, like a shimmering, almost a force field, magical bubble, and it's similar to what you felt when you were in the heart of Ubtao, kind of a thing. Some kind of protective or encasing bubble. You don't really feel anything different, but as you pass through it, you just kind of feel a weird sensation, almost like walking through a spider web or something. It's just kind of unsettling.
okay. Can I turn my detect magic on?
Sure
As we're
thing,
walking?
boss. That'll take
Do
about
I
10 minutes.
see anything that looks like a magical barrier?
Yeah, you see kind of a dome that extends for as far as you can see, perfectly encasing this entire temple. And it seems to be some kind of almost divinely created protection. You're not sure if it's to keep something out or to keep something in.
But we have no problem walking in and out. Like, I'll jump back and forth a couple times.
Yep.
Like,
It's
we
just
have no
kind of
problem.
a weird, odd feeling.
Yeah.
Like when you walk through it to where you notice something, but otherwise it doesn't feel any different to you.
Okay.
Gillian, when you get a little bit closer than that, you hear a distinct whispering and murmuring around you. It's very unsettling, and it's just on the periphery of your like auditory capabilities. It's you can't make out the words no matter how hard you concentrate, but it's just very. It's like every once in a while you turn like, "What did you say?" and you just can't quite pinpoint what is it. And nobody else appears to be hearing this.
So do we think she's going crazy?
It depends
She's
on how
talking to
she's
voices.
reacting to it.
I mean, you said it was unsettling, so I think I'm probably pretty unsettled right now. Like I feel like I'm just like oh, what was that?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm probably acting a little crazy and trying not to let anyone know that I'm hearing anything because I don't want them to think I'm crazy. So I think I'm probably just trying to play it cool, but not coming off well.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is this like playing it cool, or playing it cool like talking to that pirate captain playing it cool?
Shoot him in the face.
Like it's just like trying to pretend that nothing is wrong with me because I wouldn't want anyone to think anything was wrong with me.
It's like I remember some stand-up comedian thing about like being really high and just act normal at every
Yeah, it's like
raise
that.
your hand. That's what normal people do. They raise their hands, right? It's her turn to speak. Say words.
It becomes way too obvious that you're not normal.
Mhm.
All right, you all approach an entrance which features a colonnade of vine-wrapped pillars leading to a large stone double doors covered with foamy waves that part in the middle. Several sections of the portico's roof have fallen in, and palm trees and ferns sprout between the cracked flagstones. Small multicolored lizards dart around the dense foliage.
Can I try to stab a lizard?
George sniffs for some grung. Does he smell any?
I don't think you smell any grung. You definitely smell a lot of wildlife here. But none of it appears to be grung-like. Maybe a few of their distant cousins with a few frogs now and here and there.
Anything that could mate with a grung needs to be killed.
I mean, anything can mate with a grung. It tries hard enough.
I don't know. I can imagine Theron mating with a grung.
That's the nicest thing you've ever said to
Can't you-
Theron.
Okay.
That's where this evening is leading us, folks. All right.
Yeah, that's right. All right, and straight ahead, it just looks like more of these pillars with just vines wrapped around them.
Yep.
Can I do just a cursory perception check for danger?
Sure.
Now you did a perception check. Before or after we walk into the bubble?
You don't see anything in your immediate area. There's some shadowy corners more towards the entrance. But otherwise, it just leads to the doors. Then you do have paths to your left and right.
Okay.
I'm going to use my Staff of Thorns to cast Speak with Plants.
Speak with plants.
I did not know
Sounds
you
like a
could do
DM nightmare.
that. What have the plants seen? Do the plants have names? Funny voices.
Lord. Speak with plants. This has not come up yet. You imbue plants within 30 feet of you with limited sentience and animation. giving them the ability to communicate with you and follow your simple commands. You can question plants about events in the spell's area within the past day, gaining information about creatures that have passed, weather, and other circumstances. You can also turn difficult terrain caused by plant growth into ordinary terrain, or you can turn ordinary terrain where plants are present into difficult terrain. Plants might be able to perform other tasks on your behalf at the DM's discretion. The spell doesn't enable plants to uproot themselves and move about, but they can freely move branches, tendrils, and stalks.
I go up and shake a frond of a plant, like I'm shaking hand.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Ferran.
Tell them greetings, and ask about any bipedal animals they've seen here recently.
The frond shakes a little bit. A few trees come out, and it basks open. It says, "Welcome, friend.
Alright,
I
this
haven't-
is a mistake.
I immediately
I'm
regret
so
this.
glad to see you."
It's high. The plant is high.
This is why I don't speak with plants that much.
There's so
This is
little
why-
warmth
There.
around here.
Did the
Oh,
plant you're
idiots.
supposed to have 5 leaves?
I haven't seen anyone that looks like you in my entire life.
Okay. What else should I ask it?
Ask if it's seen anyone who looks like Gillian.
Yeah, or just anything. Just it's the how long? What's the range of the
30 feet.
or the time range?
Past day.
Okay, yeah, just anything they've seen the past day.
Have you seen anything that's been unusual?
Well, it leans over. I think Mr. and Mrs. Lizard are going to have a baby.
The one she just killed, or a different one?
Oh no!
In the background, Celeste is just hunting the lizard.
Mrs. Lizard will be so upset.
They went Mrs. Lizard. Hi, handsome boy.
Alright, well.
All right, Gillian is just like scoffing at the fact that we're wasting our time talking to plants, and she's just gonna start walking forward.
How long are you
Do
gonna talk to
be
this?
Walking
careful.
away.
Do be careful of the large, buzzy ones. They don't take kindly to anyone moving toward the doors.
Huh, you're more useful than I thought you'd be.
Wait.
Hold on.
Hold
You
on.
buried the lead there, Mr. Frog.
Wait, can we?
I don't
understand
know
the
what that
I missed
means.
Is only Theron understanding this?
My roots
Yeah.
are buried.
Oh,
Pretty sure it's something
then
like
I'm just walking away. So, because if I
that.
can.
Hold up,
understand this-
hold up.
You just see Theron just arguing with a fern. He's got his hands on his hips. It's like, no.
He's looking very stern at that plant.
Celeste is still
So,
hunting
what can you
lizard.
tell me about these buzzy ones?
They're very rude, very territorial. They don't share space very well.
Alright,
I
well,
saw a large, big, fat toad hop over there, and one of them just came down there and woo! Just killed that poor toad.
Oh, it's not what I thought woo meant. But go on.
Alright, so you tell me their size, numbers, tactics, eating habits.
Well, they're not plants.
Alright, fantastic. Alright, we got some enemies up ahead. We need to be careful about that.
Yep.
They fly, so be
Wait,
prepared for any.
How
kind of
far up
buzzing.
ahead? Did the fern tell you how far up ahead? Does anyone hear any buzzing?
Anyone
Plants
else see
don't
that
talk.
statue?
Honestly, I can't stand talking to this plant anymore. So
Gosh, I hope we can talk all day. This has been
Oh,
so
God.
fun.
Please
Can you-
don't talk to
Can you
plants
just spell
anymore.
that?
Yeah. Okay.
Uh,
Well, approaching cautiously, can we keep our eyes and ears open for either, I assume, nests of some kind? If they're flying insectoid buzzing creatures?
Give me a perception check, please.
Or the buzzing itself?
also, I'm
Actually,
gonna tell
hold
the
on.
plant if there are any buzzy things that come within reach of its ferns to grab it.
I'll try, but I'm pretty short.
George cuts off the biggest frond
oh
And
my
to-
god.
and uses it as a fan.
Of
It's
the
hot in this jungle.
of the tree he's been talking to.
You know I just gave this plant sentience, right?
The plant screams, "Oh,
Yeah.
this is what
Yeah.
pain feels like.
Yeah. Now it's screaming.
It feels
Now
so
you've given it its
bad."
first shot of pain.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's not great. It's not great.
Why?
I'm gonna cast my hut. Somebody like hold George back so he does not rush ahead while I'm casting my freaking hut.
I'm beginning to think that you guys aren't the best people to hang out with.
I don't like any
Stabbing
of you.
lizards, cutting plants.
Celeste does not like lizards.
She's
Or
bad.
future generations of lizards.
That's right.
That's right.
All
That could have
lizards
been a
must
lizard
die.
doctor.
Valor lizard hair.
You know what I can do? I can create a silent image that can walk up to the front door, see if any buzzing creatures attack it.
You may absolutely do that after my hut is in place.
Okay, I'll wait for your hut. The 10 minutes or whatever it is.
Yep.
It's 1 minute. It's only 1 minute to cast it.
1 minute.
Are we
I'd like-
watching? Are we watching as the straws magically come together to form a little
That's
hut?
right.
As we walk off from the plant, I'm going to tip it a copper.
I'm sure he appreciates that.
Tip the plant.
Thanks for your help. Here's a copper.
Oh, I have no idea what this is.
It's a lot of money, let me tell you.
An immense sign of respect.
I can finally go to college.
Okay.
It curls all its ferny leaves around the precious jewel and presents you with a small leaf. Take this for good luck, friend. You are a friend of the plants.
Thanks. Sorry, my companion cut one of your, I don't know, arms off.
That was scary.
George is fanning himself.
You should see what else he does.
Your hut is in place. Mannix with a 13. You think you might see some movement in one of the shadowy corners to the left next to the door in the ceiling.
Okay. All right. If everybody wants to, that's how far away is that? That is 50 feet away. All right. If everyone wants to prepare, I will have a silent image walk up to the door and see if these things come out of the nest on the ceiling up there.
In the silent image order.
Yep.
Okay.
It's trained all its life for this.
That's
What are
right.
you? What are you conjuring with the image?
Me. Just me because it can move, but I
Of
think
course you would.
of course I would.
The perfect form of myself. Peak.
Optimal man.
He's got a jaunty little chip in his step. It's Mannix with a corncob pipe just running forward.
Tips his hat forward.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead.
And it's me, and it will walk up to the front door, and it will just like wave at the nest or whatever it is up in the shadowy corner, like it's trying to wave at like a security camera or something.
Okay. When you do that, before you even get a chance to wave, you see a large flying insect. What looks like a wasp, but like the size of that image, flies down and like buzzes angrily around you, and at one point like shoves its abdomen towards the image. And of course, your image is just sitting there like a jackass, just waving at it still.
As the thing goes through it.
Angrily, yeah, it's just buzzing and getting more angry as it does that until your image finally dissipates, and it seems to nod in satisfaction and run up to the nest.
Well, before
And
it
it
flies
just
off,
screams, "Oh God, run!"
it's all
Ghost people!
Can we actually take a shot at it though, while it's down at my silent image, like stabbing at it?
Yes, you feel like you could probably do that.
I would like to just immediately pull out my crossbow, my hand crossbow, and aim at the. Is it a wasp? Does it look like a wasp? That's what I'm getting, but or a bee.
Give me a nature. Let's see.
It looks like it's about to be dead to me.
Give me a nature check, please.
I'm not great at nature.
No, you're not.
Oh God, run! It's a dragon.
Yeah, for all you know, it's just a tiny dragon. Vicious. What the hell is that?
There, just hears the tiny whisper.
Yeah, I could have been a Girl Scout and I would have fired my crossbow at it.
Like that part of the police training when it's all the things that pop up.
That's right. He's just firing at everything.
Yeah.
Oh God, what is that?
Danger, danger.
Yeah, I will take a hand crossbow shot at the thing.
Okay.
If I see him doing that, I'll do it too.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an attack roll. 20.
I don't have sneak attack on this.
Is going to absolutely hit your mark of that dragon.
For 3 damage. Wait, that's not right.
Whoops. I don't know why. That's on. Whoops.
Why'd that only roll this?
It's a 1d4 plus 1. What's your dex these
Supposed
days?
to have my... I guess that is right. My dex is +1, but it doesn't.
Is a hand crossbow only 1d4?
Yeah.
Oh.
The other crossbow, I believe, is 1d6. Damage doesn't add your proficiency. So yeah, that's 3 damage.
Okay. Class yours hits as well, obviously.
I only made it mad.
Yeah, mine's the 1d6.
What is... Hang on, the dogs and cats are getting into something.
They're conspiring.
Wow, I did bad too.
It's 1d6. I don't know why I had that as
Just
1d4.
pissing off at this point.
I know. making it angry.
Mine's a short bow though, not a crossbow.
Mm.
Has there ever been a medium bow?
Something in between a composite bow? Is it? I don't know what that is.
There's a long bow and a short bow.
Alright, dog got its face buried in a Chick-fil-A bag.
Ooh.
But how the hell do you get a Chick-fil-A bag?
I don't know, but my suspicions were founded.
Good boy,
Sick.
bird. You're up here sleeping. Good boy.
All right.
Chick-fil-A sauce.
With the 2 shots you all go off, first Mannix's and then Kalessa's. This first crossbow bolt hits it, and then it turns in agitation, and then Kalessa's crossbow bolt hits it right in the face, and it just whoosh, and it immediately falls down to the ground. As it does that, you then hear a vicious buzzing sound as more of them descend towards you all from the nest. So I'm gonna need some initiative, please.
What did you guys do?
We literally we riled the hornet's nest. That's,
We sprayed raid.
yep.
Raid.
I don't think so, because if you did, they'd be dead.
Yeah.
Well, we killed one.
You did kill one of them.
Dude. Poof in
We-
the smoke.
We shot a wasp nest with a nail gun, is what we did.
I mean, there can't be that many of them, right? This one only had 9 hit points.
That's
Right.
right.
Kaless, you are first. You could just fire in. They haven't quite erupted from the nest yet. I put you in initiative right as they are erupting from the nest.
But I can hit them with my crossbow.
It would be disadvantage to try to hit them when they're coming out.
It would?
Yes.
You could just ready an action.
Or you could ready, yeah.
Yeah, I'll just ready. Even though
rolled
my
a
short
5,
bow is
by
80
the way.
feet.
Yeah, I got it.
My short bow is 80 feet.
Range isn't the problem. The problem is they're like coming out of their nest at the moment.
Oh, line of sight's the problem.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll just wait and ready until they get closer.
All right, they will be doing that shortly. The wasps come pouring out, so Kaless, you can get a shot off if you would like
Cool.
on the first one that comes flying towards you all.
Now here's a question. Does my assassin go off? Or is assassinate only for melee?
I don't think it's only for melee, but they're technically taking a turn now, so I don't think it would go off now. Well, I guess
But
if you ready it.
Yeah. Because I readied until they came into view.
Yeah, that's true. That's probably fine. I would assume
Okay.
because a sneak attack is the same. It can work for range attack.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah. So, crap. I asked a question and I don't remember what my damn assassinate. I haven't put it in the thing. It just says, oh, yes, I did. I'm smarter than I look. Alright. Advantage on attack roll. I haven't taken a turn in combat yet. Any hit you scored against a creature that is surprised as a critical hit. They're not surprised though, but I do have it. Which gives me sneak attack, right? No.
Yes.
Yeah, if you have advantage.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Cool. Roll better than a 1. Roll better than a 1. 26 works.
Yeah.
23 points of damage.
Alright, you line up that shot and just wait and hold for a while until you see this giant wasp screaming towards you, and you fire your bow and it splits it right down the middle, and just all you see is like wings hanging there as it falls down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then I can move out of the way so everyone else can have a turn.
Alright, how did the hut thing work? Are some of you in the hut right now?
I'm in the hut.
Not at the moment. Some of us, I don't know.
George is in the hut, fanning himself.
I just took a shot at them.
Right. Let's see the
Things can
spell.
go out of the hut, but not come in.
Okay. Creatures and objects within the dome you cast spell can move through it freely. All other creatures and objects are barred from passing through it. Spells and other magical effects can extend through the dome or be cast through it. The atmosphere inside the space is comfortable and dry. The dome is opaque from the outside of any color you choose, but is transparent from the inside. Okay. So, can you move in and out of the hut like normal? The spell ends. The spell ends if you leave its area. So I guess if Gillian leaves the area, it ends.
Mm-hmm.
Can you fire from within the hut?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, it says
Yeah.
creatures and objects within the dome can move through it freely. So
Okay.
all of our stuff is inside.
Okay. So as long as they're in the dome when you cast the spell, everybody can move through it freely. All
Yeah,
other
you just
creatures
can't
and objects,
But not spells, just
Yeah.
not spells.
Yeah.
But only when you cast the spell, the people who are already in the dome can move through it freely. All other creatures and objects are barred from passing through it. So if anybody's not in the dome when you cast it, can't get in. It sounds like.
I think it's got a door. I thought it.
I'm just trying to read the description on what it is.
Yeah. I thought. Well, I when the pass through freely is what I assumed. I mean, if you're stuck in there with at the beginning, then you would not be passing through at all. So I assume pass through freely means you can come and go during the spell.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise,
Right.
you never pass through.
But
Free-
only if we're
But only
Only-
it's only if you're in it when she cast the spell originally, then you get like the free pass.
so like
Oh.
Mannix can't get inside, but George and Celeste can move in and out, and I can't leave it or it'll go away.
That's what I'm interpreting it here, yeah. The spell fails if its area includes a
So-
larger creature or more than 9 creatures. Creatures and objects within the dome, when you cast the spell, can move through it freely. All other creatures and objects are barred from passing through it, and then spells
Oh.
can't extend or be cast through it at all.
It's amazing this is only coming up now.
Oh, I know.
We've had this
All
hunt
right.
for so long.
Well, I don't think
I
we
never
did.
understood
Well-
the rules.
I think we've only encountered this once. I've
Yeah.
wanted to wage combat outside the
From her
dome.
battle turret.
And I know one time George prohibited that from happening because he just attacked.
Yep.
And then it happened when we were like on the boat attacking the other boat, and
That's
then like
right.
combat was over so quickly it came
Yeah.
into play like once. So
All right.
that makes sense. So sorry, Mannix. Better
No,
luck.
no.
So 3
Better
wasps
luck.
emerge.
Jack turns to feeding from the wall. Let me in.
Oh
He was
god.
busy looking at the wasps.
He does this-
Two of
does the
them-
best thing.
Two of them fly
Impression.
angrily towards Mannix. The other one tries to fly at Celeste and stab at you, but kind of smashes against the barrier of the dome, and it's just a big bug, so doesn't quite understand why it can't get to you, and just kind of buzzes around angrily outside of the dome area. The other two, however, are happy at trying to attack Mannix as they fly with superior speed. So 2 attacks on Mannix. Left
He's
behind.
like the worst person
The
to leave
Mannix
outside.
story.
Max's grave will say, "Why was I out front?"
Well, a 17 hit, Mr. Mannix.
It sure will.
So that's 6 damage, and then you can roll a Constitution saving throw to have the poison damage.
Okay. Nope.
That is full poison damage, so 13 damage. And then the other
Okay.
one.
God
19.
damn it. All right.
So
go ahead.
same situation. Oh my god.
Oh, I'm about to go down, guys. This is
You should have been inside the hut, man.
That's what Gillian yells out. Should have been inside the hut, Mannix.
Oh,
As he just gets stabbed
no.
viciously. They seem
I can
to...
see Gillian just watching him being stabbed.
Yep.
actually, you know,
I can't leave or the hut will go away. I'm
She's the keeper of the hut.
sorry, man.
That's not true, Mannix.
These two feel like they're getting their revenge on you after having your ghostly form walk up.
yeah.
You can give me another con saving
All
throw
right,
to have the poison damage.
You know what? It doesn't matter. 8 plus 8 is 16.
Oh no.
I've got
That is true.
I've got 15 health right now.
Jesus.
Oh, I'm looking to see if my absorb elements counts as poison.
I absorb this giant needle extending out of this wasp's abdomen.
We just see Mannix puffing up like a balloon. He turns out he's allergic.
He's allergic to death.
Who knew?
Nope. It's like what is it? Acid. It's not acid. Cold, fire, lightning, or thunder. Poison is none of those.
Afraid not, boss.
Last words.
This is a good start to this dungeon that you haven't even gone in yet.
I should have taken shield. He grunts. He crumples to the ground.
I think we mention that every time.
What?
Is this an element I can absorb? No? Damn it.
No, I should have taken
I
shield.
should have taken shield.
I did make the save, so I only died by -1 instead of -8 or -9.
We'll put that on your tombstone.
Yep.
Oh, man. Alright, so that's it for the wasps. Just those 3 are remaining. 2 of them viciously stabbed and brought down Mannix, and the other one is viciously buzzing angrily outside of the hut, unable to get inside. We go to George. Oh, I didn't. Yeah, you need to get. Let me see. So you rolled
Oh,
a
you put a
5,
red
Gillian?
X on it.
What? Oh yeah, I rolled a
Cool.
5.
For some reason, it's not on the thing. I'll fix it.
I didn't. I forgot to click my token.
Okay. All right, Mr. George.
George stops fanning himself, and he looks up.
What's going on, guys?
To Mannix's blood-curdling scream.
Why is Mannix sleeping?
Do you not see the giant, wasp fingers in my chest?
Oh,
I do notice the hut
Yeah.
now around you.
Mannix doesn't look so good, guys. George takes 5 feet forward. Trying to figure out the best way to walk.
Forward.
He's gonna step out the hut. 5, 10, 15, 25. And he will attack this wasp between himself and plus my
Yep.
sheet. Nine
She
damage.
will hit for 9. God, that was a really weak wasp. You come around the corner and stab at that wasp from behind and actually sever its abdomen from its body, and it just falls to the ground.
And then he walks up to this one over here with the last 5 movement. And that
15
hit.
will hit, yep.
Alright. For 8 damage.
Okay, that is massive damage for that wasp. Which fails. 3 drops to 0 hit points. So you managed to stun that one with such a big strike that it just crashes to the ground.
Nice. Let's just action surge the next wasp.
George is avenging you.
That's right.
For 9.
9. That is also massive damage on that wasp. You can tell the wasps don't have a whole lot of health.
Tell that to Mannix.
Yep.
That's right. All they got is enough
Also
stingers
fails, and that one drops dead. Oh my gosh, George, 3 for 3
Here it
on
is.
the wasps.
George just stops fanning himself, says all that stuff about Mannix, and just walks out the hut and just wasp killer.
Yep.
Is that it?
That is
Those
it.
are all
That was,
the wasps?
that was the end of the wasps.
Great hut, Gillian.
I'm gonna keep
Wait.
doing this until it's super useful, and you guys are gonna be like, "I'm so glad we have this hut."
You did
Yeah,
prevent
one
one
day.
wasp from attacking. That third one couldn't get in. Fortunately, Mannix was outside at the time and got brutalized for it. Yeah, you shot the one initially that went after Mannix's image, and then on Kalessa's turn, she technically murdered a second one, and then George just killed the other 3.
George says, Mannix, can you hear me? This is why you don't poke at a wasp nest. And he walks away.
He did think they were dragons, and he went down and thought they were dragons.
That's right.
That's true. That's true.
Mannix is still
So
bleeding
terrified.
out, technically.
Yeah.
I will dump a healing potion down his throat.
Someone needs to suck the poison out.
No.
I can heal
Plus
him.
2. Oh, okay then.
George says, not it.
For poison sucking.
I'm
sucking
gonna
his
get down real close to Mannix's face.
Oh, no.
No.
Give him a smooth.
And just rub my hands all over his face, whispering, "I hate you."
How could you go down to wasps? You foolish fool.
You made me waste a spell slot
You
on
made
your
me
frail
waste-
body.
Did we beat the dragons?
Is everyone okay?
I like to think that we could have just like walked to the door without actually going up to the nest, and the wasp wouldn't have bothered.
It was all just. Mm.
I'm gonna whisper something to the plant. I'm gonna start laughing, and the plant's gonna start shaking.
What are you telling him?
You know, that
Plants.
thing I told you I'd never tell anyone else.
Oh no!
That plant knows.
Everyone knows ferns can't keep a secret.
Clearly.
Mr. Mannix, I need a Constitution saving throw, please, sir.
Of course you do.
It wouldn't be a
God damn it! Fuck!
Does that mean we die?
What is up?
You are horribly injured and feel shame from it.
Oh man!
Give me a 1d20, please, Mr. Mannix.
He's just a broken man.
Spin the
Wait,
wheel
you-
of fate.
What are your current lasting injuries? I can't keep track.
I like a broken arm. I don't even remember.
He's got the he's got like a robot eye from the
I do have a robot eye.
from the one woman, and then he still has a crippled arm currently.
Yep.
Now he has a nasty scar.
Oh.
Disadvantage on charisma saving throws and checks, except advantage on intimidation checks. You can choose where the scar is, but it must be visible.
Okay.
Where would you like your nasty wasp
Do
scar?
it like right at the face.
Yeah, right
On my
over,
butt.
right over my robot eye. Like Big Stinger just scraped right over where the robot eye is.
Like you took it to the face. That's the first time we've rolled a like non-horrifying injury too. I think it's usually
Yeah.
always like eye or limb, or
I'm gonna go up to Mannix and put my hand on his shoulder and just say, Mannix friend, do you ever think that you should just give up?
maybe you're not cut out for this line of work.
Is this what you told that pterodactyl to make him kill himself? I mean, I don't know.
Gillian, you can have a point of inspiration for doing that.
For berating me? Oh, I feel real bad.
Good.
What was the just advantage or just regular on intimidation?
You have advantage on intimidation checks because of your nasty scar, but disadvantage on
Okay.
all other charisma saving throws and checks.
Okay.
Charisma wasn't a big part of your day anyway, right?
Yeah, that's not the end of the world.
He's just got an awesome scar.
Yeah.
How many more hit points do you need?
Where'd you get that scar? Ah, Wasps.
A dragon? A fucking dragon?
A fucking dragon. This is the story.
It was
Dragon
this
clawed me
big.
across the face with his giant stinger. Dragons don't have stingers. What?
It was a magic dragon.
How many more hit points do you need?
17. I have 11 of 28 right now.
Alright, I will give you a health potion.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll it and not you because 1.
Yeah, I keep rolling ones so far.
All he does is roll ones.
Oops.
That was bad.
That was bad.
You got the manic stink.
I did. I got too close.
One day I'll be useful.
He's like that cursed dragon that needed his drugs.
That's right. Max, as he falls asleep tonight, is just going to hear. He's going to get more truncated until he just hears Gillian's voice echoing, "Just give up. Just give up. Just give up."
He reaches over to a nightstand that's got pills and a pistol. You just see his eyes open and close. Very avant-garde.
I'll put my statuette next to him.
Make it work.
Here, this will help you.
It's just a mission to make Maddox kill himself now.
So many nightmares.
From the other room, George and I'll be like, zzz,
They're coming back.
zzz, zzz.
Those buzzing dragons. Before you, you see a large pair of stone double doors with the image of foamy waves parting in the middle. They look very symbolic. And you can give me religion checks if you wish to identify the symbology.
I've
George,
seen this before.
George knows all of this.
George, you recognize the sign of Umberlee when you see one, the goddess of the sea. A feared goddess. Anyone who sails the seas knows of Umberlee and knows not to incur her wrath.
Am I scared?
You would feel some anxiety because any temple that venerates Umberlee, not necessarily evil, but probably not good aligned.
Gillian, your brother got mixed up with the wrong people.
The wrong gods.
Gillian would know of Umberlee. You recognize these signs, and these were all over. I mean, this was like the symbol of your enemy faction, essentially. The people that you tried to go and broker a peace with were priests of Umberlee. So you saw this symbol everywhere on that ship.
I thought you were about to say these are people that you secretly worship.
No, she fought against these, the Umberlee agents.
Guys, I've seen these symbols throughout my travels, and I don't get a good feeling about walking through these doors. Mannix, you go ahead.
Great.
You better go in front.
Can't be worse than dragons, right?
Yeah, it's just water.
Well, we gotta go in, don't we?
We don't
Gillian,
have
are
to
you really gonna stay? Are you really gonna stay in your hut, Gillian? The rest of us are advancing.
I feel so safe in here.
It's a comfortable, perfect 72
And
degrees.
I spent a spell slot for this, and we didn't get much use out of it.
Well, I think
I'm just got a long rest in here.
if you
How about we all get inside of it? I'll pick a.
Oh, you
corner of the
can't.
hut.
Apparently, you can't unless
Can't
you
go
were
back
there
in.
when I cast
Well,
it.
from the outside then, and just carry it with us.
That's
All right.
I believe if you cast it as a ritual, because certain spells have the ritual tag on them, which means you can. I think you spend like 10 minutes casting it, and then you can cast it without using a spell slot.
Oh, okay. Next time we're gonna take 10 minutes to wait,
Right, if we-
stop and wait, and let me cast my hut.
If they don't know we're there, that's just fine.
10 minutes, but I want it now.
Certain spells have a special tag. Such spell can be cast following the normal rules for spell casting, or the spell can be cast as a ritual. The ritual version of a spell takes 10 minutes longer to cast than normal, but it doesn't expend a spell slot.
That's how I'm doing. That's how I'm doing Detect Magic all the time. I'm just sort of keeping it constantly going.
Yeah. So essentially, you can never do
Ritual
it
casting.
pretty much in combat unless, like in this situation, it was something that was not hostile, but you could see it from far away, kind of a thing. Then you could spend 10 minutes cast. It has to have the ritual tag on there, which I believe the hut does and Detect Magic does, and then it doesn't take a spell slot if you spend that long doing it.
So, how are you constantly casting it, though?
As we're walking, I don't know.
You're just like
It doesn't say it requires any
So-
additional like.
a walking ritual?
Yeah, I mean, spells don't require you to be like still. Some of them requires. I believe Detect Magic just requires verbal and verbal and somatic. So I can just
You're just
walk in and
constantly
talking to
talking.
myself.
This entire time.
Yep.
Maybe.
Says the man who was talking to a plant. Alright, so are you casting it again
Once.
now that you've woken up from death?
Yes,
In the
sure.
10 minutes that they've been looking at the door?
That's right.
The doors stare back at you implacidly. Implacably.
You know what we haven't done in a long time? Let me listen at the door.
Wow. Wow.
It's always a good move.
What was it that George did the other day that we were like, who are you?
Yeah,
He was like,
You
let's think
mean-
this
you
through or
mean-
something.
he advised us to like formulate a plan before we rushed in.
Look at these skill checks. George is like on the ball. You hear nothing. You hear not a damn thing on the other side. Pure silence.
Kick it down. Let's go.
George pushes the door open. That's the
Okay.
only natural thing to do.
The door swings open with a rusty squeal, but otherwise the doors open up. And inside you see what looks like a little entrance area with a iron portcullis that is currently lowered another 20 feet in front of you.
This place creeps me
Is
out.
there not light inside here?
Does not
Realizing
appear to
I'm not
be
seeing-
any light inside there now. You guys have daylight from the outside here, but now you are entering this area.
Okay. I'd like to light
Where did your token go?
my torch is brighter light than the coconut. So I'll just light my torch up, my lantern,
Okay. Is that
which is 60-30, I think.
I think it's 60-40, 60-30.
Hon, am I supposed to have a glow around my little character thing?
A glow?
Yeah, like there's like a circle of light around it.
That might be your night vision.
Okay, if so, it's very, very small.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
because you've got like a grade. What was that?
I'm having an earthquake right now.
Holy crap! I'm seeing you shake a little bit.
Oh my gosh.
That's
my
freaky.
God.
Aftershock?
It's
Whoa.
it's getting worse. It's been
Oh my
going
God.
See that?
Jesus Christ! It's so scary.
I mean, we can see your blinds behind
Oh
you.
my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Holy crap.
All right. It is literally. It's going for a long time. It's been. Yeah, it's still going. Oh, and I think it's dying now.
That is a first for the stream.
Wow. Hey, Chris, come back to Texas.
Yeah.
All we have
That's-
are tornadoes and rednecks.
That
Hurricanes
was
and
literally
tornadoes.
the longest earthquake I have ever felt out here. That lasted for like what, 30 seconds? It's over now, but
That's
that was like 30
freaky.
seconds.
We could literally see your blind. Yeah, your whole thing was just
don't like
moving.
that. I don't like
There's gonna be a lot of
that.
scrubbing as people are gonna watch that like section of the video and like, wait, what's happening?
All right,
It wasn't.
was.
It wasn't like. It wasn't a bad one, but
Oh my
it
goodness.
Internet says 4.8, 10 miles from Ridgecrest, California.
it's an aftershock. Then
Yep,
it's an aftershock of the one we had yesterday morning.
yep.
Wow.
How often do you feel that? Like, how often do Earthquake
it's-
aftershocks.
This is like I said. This is literally the longest earthquake I've ever felt in California in my
Oh,
12 years out here.
dude, that's the second one in Ridgecraft.
Yeah,
I
the
like
one
that.
the one on the 4th of July morning was in the same place.
God, what was that, like 15 seconds in it? Seemed like it was so short, but
Yeah.
Mhm. I
Ugh.
can
Yeah.
still
That's
see your
freaky.
curtain swaying.
It's hard to tell at the tail end of it. It's hard to tell when it stopped and when I'm like, am I still moving or?
yeah.
Is it an earthquake or is Chris just excited to play D&D again?
That's right.
That is
No, that wasn't bad though. If you
that's
guys
unsettling though.
if it had been like a bad one or one that was epicentered closer to LA, you'd have seen like that poster would have fallen off the wall and shit. Stuff would be literally falling off the wall bounce or whatever. But
Instead
yeah,
of your
alright.
blinds just shaking.
Oh, that's
I
freaky.
think the blinds are now just doing their own thing. But
Mhm. And Mannix gets
Yeah.
a point of inspiration for
I'm just glad
surviving.
it didn't get any worse because it felt like it was like building for like the first 10 seconds or so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Internet says almost a 5, but not quite.
Okay.
Before you see an iron portcullis is blocking your view into the further into the dungeon.
Okay. What do we see through the portcullis?
You see what looks like a dining table, like a big public kind of communal feasting area. You see a rusty iron chandelier hanging by a chain above what looks like a once grand dining table situated in the middle of this large room. You can see light coming in through the holes in the roof and a few harmless tropical birds flying around. There are broken dishes, bird droppings, and various other detritus littered about the area. And then a staircase seems to go further, raised up onto an upper platform. But you don't see any kind of mechanism from your vantage point to this portcullis.
Wow. There's no levers in there or anything like that.
Not that you can see.
Okay. Well, we just got done hearing that this is a temple dedicated to a vengeful god, so messing with her stuff may not be a good idea. But someone break the thing down.
Like, how far apart do the bars look? Like, are they really tight together, or could, like, someone shimmy through?
It looks
Or could
about
someone use a cape of Montebac?
It looks about average sized. You think a small statured person might be able to squeeze through with a skill check, and you think you might be able to just raise it if you were strong enough, but it also looks like a very heavy full iron gate that's lower down. Or you could use the cape of the mountebank.
I mean, yeah. That's, yep.
Okay.
Teleport in there.
Yep, you can easily visualize the spot on the other side of the portcullis, and you simply teleport. And you see George. Well, how do you want to do it?
He raises up his cape and then appears on the other side and falls over unsteady.
You misjudge the distance slightly, yeah, and fall over onto the table.
I've never done that before.
You all smell like sulfur and see smoke where he poofed and where he reappears again. George, so from your vantage point,
magic.
you are surrounded by what looks like a kind of dilapidated, neglected, partially destroyed dining area. Doesn't seem to be anything of value in the immediate area. You see stairs leading up, and so this area is kind of lowered, and then stairs lead up into a raised section that surrounds this dining table. You do see a winch in the northwest side. You also see 3 doors leading out from this main room, and then in the fourth lower right corner it looks like what was a fourth doorway has been partially collapsed by rubble. Although you can kind of see into it a little bit.
Are there any levers?
Yes, you see a big, what looks like it operates the portcullis, a big lever in the to your northwest.
Okay, let's try it.
Okay.
Let's do the lever.
Yeah, so you would go the stairs to your south to go up into this upper area, and then you can.
Oh. I'd like to shake my Wooka nuts in.
Okay. Do you remember how much light those give you?
I don't. Let's just say 30 feet.
I like that. Where your head's at.
I've probably got those written down still.
I'll give you 40 feet.
Shine them Wooka nuts. All right.
Sir, let him up.
George says, "I'll be right back, guys."
We'll wait here.
All right.
I'm sure you won't get into any trouble on your.
Yep.
Of course not. Let's crank this lever.
All right. You're able to work it without any kind of a strength check or anything. It's a little rusty, but you get it going after a second, and it raises that portcullis right up.
I love how none of us just like immediately try to go through it. We're like, no, it can't be that easy.
Who wants to go first?
I'll go first because you can't send Mannix, obviously.
George has already been in here.
I know, I'm right here, guys. It's safe.
So yeah, this looks like a feasting hall. Doesn't look to be anything of use here. A lot of just debris and broken things, dishes. You do see 3 doors leading out of this room, and then a fourth, what looks like it was a doorway, has been collapsed by rubble.
Said the earthquake was 7.1. You ready to rest again?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Bigger
they
than
raised it?
Wow.
It was
Yeah.
what? It was a what?
It was a 7.1 magnitude.
Oh, wow.
Near the same place as yesterday.
I can't. Roll20's messing up.
Roll20 doesn't want you to go inside.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
Weird
It's-
dungeon delver stuff.
Yeah, I can. Where are you, Dungeon Delver? Let's do
Delver.
it. Let's see if I can spot any secret doors.
All right.
This is useless. You have advantage on wisdom, perception, and intelligent investigation checks made to detect the presence of secret doors.
Although I could also just use my glasses to make a advantage investigation check in general and just look around the room.
That is true.
So I will do that instead. I'll just put my glasses down, and do an advantage investigation and just sort of look about for anything just beyond what we know about the room. Is there anything that seems out of place or unusual? $26.
Okay. You search through a lot of this rubble and wreckage and don't spot anything. In under like one of the like broken dishes under the table, you see a like a stone medallion attached to a necklace, and you recognize, and it's got the same symbol as the crashing waves, the Umberlee symbol printed on it. So you recognize this as a holy symbol of Umberlee.
Ah. Is it emanating any magic?
It is not emanating any magic, but you would know that such an object might have significance amongst priests of Umberlee and where they stayed, I guess.
Okay. All right, I will put the necklace on. Just put it over my neck.
Okay. It also looks like it might be valuable.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, this room looks pretty normal, just kind of destroyed. There's 3 doorways and then a 4th one, partially collapsed doorway. So technically 4 doorways out of here. The rubble one, you look like you would have to clear some rubble to be able to get inside. But you can see what looks like a large pool of water with a fancy statue design holding it in.
Oh.
So let's clear the rubble.
Clear some rubble.
Obviously, there has to be something good behind that.
That's right.
Shots already gone off, guys. Good. Alright, I'm gonna start clearing the rubble.
Alright. You all can spend some time just clearing some rocks away, at least enough to fit inside.
I
Maybe
fit
realize we have to
inside.
clear more.
Anybody else want to be doing anything while Theron's squeezing in after finishing clearing the rubble?
You can say that I was doing my investigating
Yeah.
while he was clearing rubble.
I was
Yep.
standing and watching other people clear rubble.
Supervising?
On brand.
I don't think that's a thing I would help with.
No.
Yeah. I scamper in behind them because Lord knows we don't want to have just one person go in a room by themselves.
The buddy system. Theron, in here, the plastered walls of this dark room are slick with moisture and set with colorful stones, starfish, shells, and coral branches. Extruding from the east wall is a stone sculpture of a giant crab, its pincered arms hugging a 10-foot wide stone basin. A trickle of water flows from the crab's mouth into the basin. Hole in the basin's rim serve as drainings to keep the pool from overflowing. And then through a narrow window in the south wall comes the crash of tidal seawater flowing in and out of a cave.
What is the origin of this stone?
Within the bottom of the pool water, which is very clear and nice looking, you can see a lot of gold coins. Not even just gold, I guess. I use the term gold generically, but coppers and silvers and golds and platinums.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Okay. Anything else other than shiny gold things?
Just
in there?
just the big crab pool of water thing, and then the window to the south, which overlooks a large kind of cave area filled with water, crashing water all around it.
Does it look like it goes to the outside or something? Like to a sea? I don't know.
Yes, but it also looks like it's kind of got that feeling of, it's that humid feeling of it's like an indoor pool kind of a feel, I guess. It's got, yes, it is outside, but it's kind of almost enclosed, so it is semi-open air, but it's got just a lot of water, and it's just crashing together against all these cave rocks on either side as you look out. You can see a balcony to the west overlooking this water, and a very rickety wooden bridge to the east crossing the water. But when you look out, it's like a about 30-foot drop down into the water, and you are a pretty good distance from both of those things.
There doesn't appear to be anything special about this fountain thing.
Not that you can see.
Can I touch the water?
Sure.
Okay.
It burns.
You reach into the water, and I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Whoops.
It does burn.
Which one?
Constitution saving throw.
You mean dexterity, right?
No, rogue. You can't roll dexterity for everything. You feel a tingling sensation wash over you, but you are able to just kind of shiver and shrug it off.
I look back and go, "Hey George, come here."
You gotta try this.
It feels great.
George just stepped away for the moment.
Aw.
Well, you've already passed the Constitution save. You should be able to just dive in there now, right?
Yeah, can I grab anything?
Yeah, you can grab the coins on the bottom. Whenever you reach your hand in initially, you kind of didn't notice this at first, but you see several just tiny crabs just kind of fluttering around. They seem harmless, but they're just all kind of scuttling around now that you've disturbed the water. Mannix, as you approach, you cast Detect Magic, correct?
Oh, yes.
Before? Okay. You do Detect Magic on the thing. I need to see exactly what that tells you.
Yeah. Detect magic. Sorry, I opened up a new browser because literally Chrome was just not working.
Chrome.
Oh. Hopping out didn't work. Hold on.
Since the presence of magic within 30 feet of you, if you sense magic this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn its school of magic, if any. Okay, so Mannix, as you enter this room, this thing definitely lights up as having some kind of magic around it.
The pool?
Yes.
What kind of magic?
Dangerous magic. The tingles.
You learn that it is transmutation magic. The school of transmutation is surrounding this pool of water.
Oh.
I
And
almost
wait,
became the
Wait,
crab.
the pool looks like a crab?
Crab.
I'm just
looking at the map itself.
right, yeah. The statue is like a giant crab, like holding the pool, and then there's water coming out of the crab's mouth into the pool.
Oh, guys,
I
this
mean,
is
you could use a new body.
would any of you people rather be crabs? Because have I got news for you? Well-
the only candidate.
My hands
Celeste?
are. I'm already elbow deep in the water.
Yeah, Celeste, grab those crabs, pull them out of that pool. They might be something other than crabs.
Not the
Really?
coins.
Fine.
Well, you can grab some coins too if you want, but I'm just
Alright.
thinking those.
I'll grab the crabs. How many crabs are in there?
Enough to crush in one hand.
Yeah, I mean, you see like a dozen crabs like scuttling about.
I'll just take one that I can grab real quick, and like do it like in the Little Mermaid where the chef Sebastian, but like he's like hello. Yeah,
Yep.
that's how I do it.
All right, you grab that crab
Avoid the
and,
pinchers as well.
yeah, and pull it out of the pool, and it just kind of sits there, blinking at you.
Does the crab itself look like it has magic on it, or is it a regular crab?
It's no.
I held it up to Mannix. Give it the sniff test.
Yeah.
The crab does not have magic on it.
Oh, well, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I
Would've
jumped
been
to
awesome.
assumptions. Yeah, maybe I jumped to assumptions here.
I
But
tossed it back in.
hold on. Well, that's fine. Yep.
Blush.
I don't know what it does, but there's something crab related. I'm sure of it.
It
I
gives
felt
you
some
crabs.
tingles in my arm when I
You
did
Yeah.
That's the tingling.
So the crab is a more symbolic statue. It gives you the disease, crabs.
Why would they build this? What
very-
purpose could that
very
possibly
odd.
serve?
I just grab the coins in. Let's roll.
All right.
Or jump out this window. Either way, I'm fine.
I'll grab some coins.
I'll jump out the window.
The window looks very small. Looks like, Theron, you could maybe jump out of it, but it also looks like it'd be a 30-foot drop into water that is very violently crashing against the walls of the cavern.
Hmm.
Oh, I know.
I'll push Theron out of the window.
Problem solved.
Um,
I'll step away from the window.
Merrick's like, I've got an idea.
For the
I want to step away. I'm going to use my reach in and pull out my tiny frog statuette and activate Mr. Frog.
Okay.
Then I'm going to tell Mr. Frog, jump in that pool of water. I got tests to run.
Poor bastard. It's
He knew what he was getting into.
And when you make your Constitution save, intentionally fail it.
Can it though?
I don't know. That's a good question. Can you intentionally fail a saving?
Well,
Just
I mean,
let it. You just
choose
whisper. You
not
whisper to the
let-
frog's ear. Let it happen.
Let it happen.
It's okay.
just have it jump out and then jump back in again.
Yeah, exactly. Just have it hopping over and over again.
Well, just for shits and giggles, it hops into the pool.
There you go.
And you see its form shrink, and you look down in the pool, and you see one more crab in there.
So you were right.
Its
I was
size-
right.
Its size at you.
Can I grab it and see if it turns back into the frog when we get it out of the water?
Actually, I got mage hands. You don't have to keep putting your hand in.
Give
No,
me a
pool.
Constitution saving throw.
Yes.
So you reach in.
How long have you had mage hands?
I've had it for a while.
Oh,
And yet he always has to go up and poke things. Unless you think you just quite feel the transformation, but you manage to stave off the effects and pull
Damn it.
the crab out of the pool.
I'm going to use mage hand to pull every single crab out of that.
Well, does this crab become a totem?
Oh yeah.
It does not.
Shake it.
All right, you're
Yes.
with me. Stick by my heels, stupid crab.
cast detect magic on your crab toad.
Yeah. Does this crab look magical?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna systematically pull every crab out of this until I find
This
one.
takes considerable time and effort.
I'm gonna pull out some smokes.
There I was,
That's
exploring
right.
a dungeon.
I smoke.
None of us do. What a
You look-
bad habit.
You look
there.
over and he's just making this motion. There's nothing there. That's right. I smoke now.
I think it's gone wrong.
It takes considerable time and effort, but you manage to systematically pull the crabs that are in there out of the water. None of them, however, are magical. They all appear to be just normal crabs that have
Well,
apparently
Then
had
stop
affinity
on, let's get out of here.
have an affinity with the crab water.
yep.
Can we just chunk them out the tiny window, put them back in the sea, and move on?
We gather them up. We'll have a gumbo tonight. It'll be great.
Just put them back in the pool.
I'm gonna ask my frog crab. Can you wrangle these crabs into a crab
Kill
army?
me! Kill me!
Can you make a gumbo out of these crabs, frog crab?
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Do these other crabs listen to you, frog crab? Can you perhaps?
You racist asshole!
Are
I
you their
don't-
king now?
Are you
I'm
the
not
leader now?
instantly friends and leader of these.
You're a crab with the mind of a frog. You should be their god.
What?
This
It's
is
that hierarchy of nature. All crabs venerate frogs.
You know.
Oh, Lord.
The crabs now build a little statue.
All right.
All right, let's go.
Dump all the crabs back into the water.
Yep. But my
Or not,
crab,
let's go.
yeah, my crab will stick at my heels as I walk away.
It sighs heavily and tries to hop as a crab, which does not work at all.
You'll get the hang of
It's
it.
just a really awkward, like, scuttle hop gait that it doesn't like at all.
Come on, keep up. Alright, detect magic at that door.
Alright, as we move into the main hallway again, let's take a break and we will resume exploring this dungeon.
More crabs,
I'm
please.
going back into the crab pool. I have more experiments to run.
Experiment number 44.
That's right. I've been in this crab room for 2 weeks. My party has long since left.
I have named the crabs.
They still do not respond to me.
Now
Wanna
I
lick my
worship the
butts.
crabs. Back from our break, so we have exited the crab pool room.
Mm-hmm.
We carefully inspected all the crabs.
That's right. All right. What's in this room? There's a door. There's 2 doors over here.
You've got 3 more doors leading out of this room.
Inspect it.
Cardinal, yeah, 2 on the left, 2 on the right. The one on the right was when you were just in the doorway.
All right. Do any of these doors look like there's magic emanating from them or through them?
Manix,
I'll
as you
walk
get
around.
close to the lower left door, you detect magic on the other side of it.
Okay. Can I tell what kind of magic?
When you focus on it, it gives off an aura of... That's a good question. Of abjuration magic.
All right. That
Not the door,
tells me
but
anything?
something on the other side of the door.
something on the other side. Can I listen at the door?
Yep. You hear, you don't hear anything, but you occasionally hear the sound of, like, waves crashing and, like, wind whistling. So maybe there's, like, a door or window or something that leads outside.
Okay.
Not necessarily on the other side of this door, but somewhere in that room you think.
Somewhere, yeah, sort of generally in the area. All right, let's see if the door opens.
It do.
Let's take a step back as I open this door.
It's a trick door. On the other side, it's just nothing.
Let's yeah.
You go.
Trapdoor. In this room, a stone pedestal stands atop a circular dais in the middle of this room. Atop the pedestal, facing the double door, is a 10-inch tall wooden statue of a woman holding a trident with a shark's tail instead of legs. 4 iron torch brackets are bolted to the walls, which are carved with peeling plaster and set with colorful coral branches and starfish. And you see a narrow window looks out toward the sea to the west.
All right. What is getting off the magic that was emanating through the door?
The statue. In the middle of the room.
Okay. It's just abjuration magic is just coming off of this.
Yeah, you can roll investigation to try to figure out where it's coming from exactly.
Sure. I'll get as close as I can without,
Okay.
getting into what appears to be the magics.
Okay.
20.
Yep, you can actually go into the room. You can get further in.
Okay.
You figure as long as you don't interact with the statue.
Okay.
But as you investigate it, you see that there is a magical glyph inscribed upon, specifically written on the trident of the statue. But you actually think that the statue does have a magical defense mechanism in place, but you also feel like it is linked to the holy symbol that you are also wearing.
Oh. How strong is my gut telling me that because I'm wearing the symbol, whatever protection magic is on this item is not going to harm me? Or is that just my gut telling me that? Is my crab still here?
Yep, it scuttles up and
Your
glares
gut
at you.
is hungry.
I would like to wrap this necklace around the crab. Take a step back. I'm going to take this necklace. I'm going to wrap it around the crab. Like, hook it on him. Say, crab, climb up that pedestal and grab that statue.
Poor crab.
The statue is a 10-inch tall statue, and this is a normal-sized crab.
Oh, okay.
But it can crawl up
need a
there,
crab
but it's not going to be able to, like, pick up the statue. It can climb on top of it.
Well, okay, let's have the crab just interact with the statue. Just crab, go up there, play around with that statue for a minute or two. Let's see what happens.
All right. He walks up to the statue with the necklace wrapped around it, glares at you, climbs up to the top of the dais, glares at you again, climbs over to the statue, and gives it a good poking with its claw.
Mm-hmm.
Turns at you, looks at you, pokes the statue again, wraps it around, climbs up the statue, climbing down, always like looking back and forth at you.
All right, good job, frog crab. Back to me.
Climbs back down carefully.
All right, I'm satisfied. I will take the necklace back, put the necklace on, and I will walk up and take hold of the statue.
Okay. You feel a tingling sensation ripple throughout, but you also feel the amulet glow a little bit as you pick up the statue, and nothing happens.
All right. Is the sigil still on this pedestal, or was the sigil like part of the
It's
statue?
on the statue.
Okay.
Yeah, the statue it looks like it could be decently valuable.
Okay. Does the statue itself look magical?
No, it just has
Or
a
just the
glyph
sigil
inscribed
on
on it.
Okay. Okay. What are the coral things on the wall you said?
Just decorations.
Oh, okay. Like
You do see a window leading outside to the west, and it's overlooking, it looks like a walkway.
okay. You guys want to go outside in a walkway, or you want to keep open?
Yeah, we can go outside.
I don't want to go out there first.
Oh,
I'll fall off
now.
the cliff and die.
Now.
What happens if I get close to Mannix while he's holding the statue?
There's a glyph on it.
Yeah.
I'll put it on the ground. You can grab it on your own, but I won't be anywhere near it when you do.
You're protected with a necklace. You'll be fine. Alright, well, if nothing happens when I get close to him while he's holding it, then.
Nothing happens when you get close to him, no. I assume, is he put the statue up in like a backpack or something at this point?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Trident mermaid statue. That's what I'm calling it.
It is a statuette of Umberlee.
Oh, it's Umberlee herself.
You recognize the goddess. It is normally depicted with sea creature parts and holding tridents.
Okay. All right. Anybody want to go out the window?
I'll-
No, especially.
This
I'll
one,
go.
as I said, overlooks a walkway that looks like it is above, a walkway above the cliff, although parts of it have crumbled away. Specifically, the part that looks like separating the north and south chunks of this walkway.
I stick my head out and look up to see if I see any wasp nests.
No wasp nests here. As you look
Okay.
towards the north end, yeah, you can see this walkway has crumbled apart, separating it into two different sections, with the north end going up into a garden area, kind of more where you guys started from, and then the south area leading towards another set of doors down here. But it is big enough for you to crawl through the window and exit, as long as you don't try to move any far north. Otherwise, that would take an athletics check to try to cling to the crumbling walkway.
Nah, I go south.
I'm not doing that.
Just to freak Mannix out more, Celeste will stick her head back in the window and go, "Oh God!" and just like pull her head back real fast.
She's dead. Time to go.
And then she just starts whistling. It looks like there's a door.
Yep,
Just a
there is a
door?
door down here.
I'll go back up and stick my head out. Hey guys, there's a door.
A door. We love doors.
What could go wrong?
How far of a drop is this to the water?
You guys are 30 feet up right here from the waves below, and they are just violently crashing against the cliffs.
Hmm.
You want to dive off, don't you?
Yeah, but that sounds
See it in your face. Staring down at that water.
like a bad situation down there.
That water's real foamy.
Oh, so this looks like actual like ramparts of this castle or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
it's crumbled away, although this part to the south looks like it's safe enough to walk on.
Well, that's your door, class. You found it. You open it.
I will listen at the door, even though mine is gonna be real bad, probably. Do I hear anything at the door?
I'm not seeing a perception check.
Oh, I didn't know which one to run. That was why I was asking.
Oh. It's difficult to hear with the crashing waves all around you, but you don't think you hear anything specific going on inside the room that you're listening in.
Okay.
Just so
I
noisy around here.
try the door to see if it opens.
It does indeed. No locked doors here.
People really need to learn to lock their doors.
Peeling murals adorn the plastered walls of this throne room, depicting tentacled sea monsters dragging storm-tossed ships to their doom. Set into the plaster are white coral branches and mosaics in the form of sharks made of decorative stones and shells. Pillars carved to look like thick strands of kelp support the cracked 30-foot-high doomed ceiling. Two pairs of suits of armor stand on opposite sides of the room. Between the southern pair extends a dark hallway. A dais against the east wall supports a granite throne carved to resemble an octopus. Behind the throne is a double door. Set into the wall opposite the throne is a 9-foot-tall arched window that looks out over the sea.
Manic,
Somebody's throne room.
do you see any magic?
Do I see any magic? Are these armors magic? That's the most immediate concern.
No, you do not detect any magic as you move in. It does have a 30-foot radius, so...
Right. So I'm only seeing these top guys right now.
Right.
Yes. All right. We'll move slowly in.
Gillian, as you walk into the room, the murmuring
no.
whispers you've been hearing suddenly grow louder until they coalesce into voices and figures in this room. You blink and you suddenly see this room in a hazy fog with figures blinking out like ghostly apparitions. Several robed priests are forcibly holding a Triton to his knees before the throne. Your heart catches when you recognize your brother. A striking woman with long black hair sits on the throne, her head bowed. She slowly rises up to address the crowd. "Through me the goddess has spoken. Though we venerate her with this temple, we incur her ire. For every second this one draws breath." She nods to the Triton, who calls out with pleading eyes, "High Priestess, Saretha, don't do this!" For a moment she falters, her face softens as she looks to his. Then she swallows hard and her imperious mask returns. "By Umberlee's grace, I condemn this one to death." An imposing man with sword strapped to his belt and nautical tattoos nods in assent and directs the robed figures, who begin dragging the Triton towards the southern hallway as he continues to plead to her. She remains stone-faced, though her eyes glisten as she and the visions begin to fade. As it does, however, several of the robed figures suddenly scream out as if noticing your presence. Their bodies collapse into dust, but their spirits continue to scream as they fly into the nearby suits of armor. The tattooed man yells a battle cry as he too seemingly sheds his mortal form, becoming a ghostly creature that charges you.
Oh dear.
I need y'all to give me some initiative as these armors begin animating with the spirits inside. And
I checked those armors. I swear it.
that ghostly figure rushes you. Why did it roll a decimal? That was...
I'm about to die again.
Maddox, first into the room. First to go down.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, they're first too. Oh, Mr. Mannix.
Why
I
are they
checked the
rolling?
armors.
They
I
weren't magical.
checked the room.
Put that on his tombstone. I checked the armors. So many things added to the tombstone. Alright, the animated armors with their eyes glowing with malevolent spirits inside them. We'll have this one go to Mannix, and we'll have this one go to Kales. How about that? Let's do Kales first, as it slams with 2 fists. I don't think that's gonna hit. 16? No?
Nope.
Jeez.
Good try though.
Yep, those would have both hit Mr. Mannix. Let's see if I can do that
Yep.
again. Mr. Mannix, 2 hits.
Probably.
About a 16.
Yeah, that is.
That's only 4 damage.
That's not bad. All right.
One more.
As long as it's the same amount of damage again, I'm fine.
9 is gonna
9
miss.
does not actually hit.
There
Wow.
you go.
What is your AC?
13.
Oh Jesus.
40. These ones dash forward. 50. But they have to spend their turn dashing as they run up to engage you all. Gillian, appropriately enough, are the first to act on your team.
Okay, I'm gonna use my circlet of blasting on this guy closest to me. A 19 hits, yeah?
It does. 10 fire damage. Singeing that armor. Not so much with a 7.
Ugh.
Not so much with a 6. A little overexcited after the first one.
Yep, you blew the fuses on that circlet.
Alright, that's my attack.
Alright, Theron, what is your dexterity?
It's a 16.
Alright, we need to have a d20 off.
Really?
We gotta go to the second tiebreaker. Alright, you are next.
Well, that looks pretty bad in there.
As an action, I assess the situation.
I'll go into Dionagus.
Dynamics.
Dinomorpher.
And I'm going to pounce on the armor right there.
Okay.
So it's a save on a DC 12 strength saving.
I believe you have to hit with the attack first, right?
Yep.
Evan is not going to hit the suit of armor.
Okay. And I guess that's my action as the pounce, right?
Let's see.
Isn't
No, it's not an
under
action. It's just that if you move 20 feet and hit it with a claw attack on the same turn,
Okay.
then pounce goes off. So it's just part of your multi-attack, which he does 1 bite and 2 claws. So you've got 1 bite and 1 claw remaining.
All right.
You
Fantastic
scratch
rolls.
furiously at that suit of armor, but not making a dent.
They're all. Wow.
3,
Yep.
2, and 9. Yep.
Fantastic.
I'm enjoying these rolls so far, guys.
Mhm.
This wraith will yell out angrily in say intruders, Umberlee's holy temple, and it rushes.
Mannix, if it's coming at Mannix, Mannix is literally holding.
All of that was cut out, by the way.
If the wrath is coming at me, I'm literally holding the Umberlee
Yeah.
necklace out.
It actually has its eyes firmly fixed on Gillian. And it flies at lightning speed, charging at her.
You got a fan, Gillian.
I'm used to it.
Oh, what a
Oh.
terrible roll.
Mm-mm.
What's your soul?
Rolls a 3. Indeed. Alright, Kaless.
My turn. Okay. So. I'm gonna move up here. Stand there. I get some advantage. With advantage comes sneak attack.
Positions, everyone.
Where is it? There it is.
$19 will hit.
Assuming I can hit. For 21 damage.
22 damage.
Yeah, 22. Yeah, your number's bigger. Go with yours.
That seems right.
Okay, that is massive damage. Let's see what we can do about that. Con saving throw. Makes the save, no trauma.
Okay. And then my offhand. 4 more damage.
Wow. Alright, that one looks really busted up. You definitely shorn off quite a bit pieces of armor in there. You can see more of the actual ghostly form underneath animating it.
That's the best I can do, people.
Mr. Mannix.
All right, Mannix will.
I forgot you also have your crab frog with you.
That's right, I do. Bite them, frog crab. Pinch them with all your might. I don't know what a crab's attacks are, but
They're not great.
I bet they're not great.
Not great. You want to go ahead and go now?
Sure.
Alright. It runs at the suit of armor, waving its claw furiously, and bites at the armored toe. And hits for 1 damage! Hero
Right
crab!
on. You'll save the day, but yet.
Turn off the damage, auto damage.
I will pull out my alight it with green flame and attack the same one that Celeste was attacking with advantage.
Ooh, and it's coming through with a crit.
So I don't know if this is gonna. There's 3 things. There's base attack, sneak attack, and fire damage. I don't know if it's gonna reroll all of them.
It might.
It is,
Sure
which I guess
did.
makes sense.
Wow. So, how does this thing work again?
All those are things.
Is all that against
It
one
does-
target?
Yep.
Okay.
The piercing is the regular sneak attack, and
That one absolutely explodes. And as it does, you see the spirit come screaming out of it.
oh dear. Oh no. Bad news, kids. These armors got ghosts inside. Some Ghostbuster shit we got going on here.
That's right.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to disengage. I don't fuck with no ghosts. Later.
Also on his
You're right.
tombstone. I don't fuck with no ghosts.
That's right.
I should be writing all these one-liners down. Just.
That's it.
All right, and for initiative purposes, the ghosts will be going at the same time as the armors because they are technically the same. Mr. George.
Is this door 2 squares wide?
It is, yes, 10 feet wide.
I'm gonna come up here, and let's just try to grapple this wraith.
Grapple the wraith.
Makes sense.
It
Can I?
is you. Before you do that, you look at that wraith and realize it is fairly incorporeal, and grappling it would be impossible.
Impossible.
You would go so far to say that wraith may be immune to the grapple condition because it's a fucking wraith.
It's not
George said
impossible though.
learn.
Not impossible.
But I appreciate George's moxie.
Alright, he'll slash at the wraith.
15 will hit. You feel your non-magical weapon not do quite as much effective damage as you would hope, however.
Figures.
He's used to it.
Yep, 24 definitely hits. The magical weapon seems to do the full damage.
That's it.
Alright. The armors slash ghosts. Let's do armor first. One of these armors is going to attack Gillian with its smashy fists. 2 smashes.
Aww.
Effective. Ghosts don't know how to operate their armor very well. This one's going to attack the dinosaur. These rolls are not doing me well. Although that does... no, what's your AC as a dinosaur?
13.
13? Okay, so that does... For 3. Second attack. That one will hit. For 7, that's a better hit. Other armor will step on the frog. Frog crab. Alright, it smashes the crab. Which
Now, smashing the crab, does it turn back into a frog?
it does.
Okay. Welcome back, frog.
A
Hope
slightly,
your crab
slightly
existence wasn't.
injured frog.
Yep.
So when he smashes on the crab, do you laugh like that? Does Manic
That's
laugh?
right. Yep. Was that crab existence painful and immense suffering?
Sure hope so.
Clears. The armor seems undeterred and continues smashing on the frog. Which does not hit. And the Spectre will scream at Kaless and try to attack you. There's a hit. How about
Holy
15
moly.
necrotic damage?
Yikes.
Kaless. She may have left. I may have life drained her so badly.
I'm not sticking.
Not sticking around with that one.
What the fuck? I stepped away for half a second.
That's what happens.
Also need a Constitution saving throw, or your hit point maximum is reduced by that amount.
Oh, right. That's such a pain in the ass.
What the hell? Like,
He's sucking your soul.
God damn it. Turn off advantage.
Alright, so you take the damage, but you make the save, so you are not... hit points are not drained. Max hit points not drained. We go to Gillian.
Okay. I guess I'm just gonna have to attack the wraith with my rapier and crossbow. I don't think I have anything magical other than my psychic blades, which I can use if I hit him with a weapon attack. So I will first go for my, but I get advantage, right? So a rapier.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Perfection.
See, Gillian got all effed up from the vision she was seeing.
That's right.
Crossbow. Hey.
There you go.
Only one will hit.
I just pump some magic into that crossbow. Be alright.
Okay, but I would like to add on an extra 2d6. Oh,
Oh, psychic blades.
yes. Psychic blades.
That's
So that's 10 magic damage.
What? It doesn't like that.
Oh, actually, hold on. Sorry. It was supposed to be 3d6 because we're level 5 now. Let me roll one more.
Oh.
the blades have leveled up.
Oh, 11.
Whoa,
Well.
slow down there. Wraith scowls unhappily.
Kill yourself, right?
Just kill yourself, Wraith. You fight like a manic. Mr. Bristlebeard.
Alright, I will attempt to bite the wraith. Oh my.
It's just
Attempt was the
wisps.
key word.
You're just biting its smoke now. The Wraith has like an aura of just, I don't know, malaise around it.
Yeah.
Claws the
Ooh.
first.
There you go.
Now wait, you don't get this many attacks.
I get 3 attacks and I have advantage.
Oh,
he's
okay,
rolling
just rolling twice, gotcha.
I've done 2 attacks.
21
Right.
will hit.
Alright.
Oh, so the first one was just one bad attack. That's 6 and that 5.
Yeah.
Quiet you. That's my second one. So
Alright.
There you go.
Both
So
claws
you
will
can't
hit.
bite a rat, but you can claw one. Wow. All right.
not bad. Not bad.
It's too bad your not quite yet magical beast
Yeah,
shape
yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
quite.
I don't want to hear it from you.
Yeah. Give me level 6, asshole.
That doesn't do any damage.
It does do some damage.
Okay. I'll
Wraith is
accept
taking
that.
a bit of a-
Some
I
damage.
can't hit anything without advantage,
Right.
at the very least.
Alright, that Wraith is still laser focused on Gillian. Seems to have a particular hatred for you. We'll try
So
to
weird.
life drain attack Gillian.
George says maybe that's with your brother.
13
That'll
hits a Gillian, I
hit.
believe.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is gonna be a fun attack.
Yeah. What is this?
I don't know, but I get to roll a lot of dice.
Oh shit!
That is 18 necrotic damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw, or your max hit points are.
Woo!
Damn.
We don't want our souls sucked out of our
No, you
body.
don't. You're rocking those saves. So you still take the full
So-
damage, but you just don't have your max hit points reduced.
Okay. Great.
It seems to suck in there and like kill you, like we killed your kin. Class.
Alright, so wait, what the fuck attacked me?
If he's dead, what's the point?
Just go just leave. Your brother's dead.
Why are we here?
The Wraith. It's been like trying to drain life forces.
Yeah, a spirit popped out of the armor when it was destroyed, and that's what attacked you last.
Okay, so a spirity thing
Yep.
attacked me. Alright, this is what I get for stepping away for 5 seconds, but where the hell did Mannix go?
Max, don't fuck with no ghosts. He told you.
He sure don't. He saw that happen and he split.
Mm-mm.
He's outside.
I'm just outside the door. Yeah.
I don't fuck with no ghosts.
That's right.
He calls him outside. Are the ghosts dead yet?
Okay. So I'll just attack this ghost thing.
Uh, 15 will hit.
Yeah, I do piddly damage, so
And you feel your non-magical weapon not do quite as much damage as you were hoping.
alright. Then I'll move to my venomous dagger in my offhand.
Seems all these ghostly type creatures have that property. That one strikes true.
Okay, that's gonna move to my main hand. You see like a little thing. She throws the rapier in one hand and
Just
the
juggling knives. Yep. It seems on brand.
trying to intimidate the ghost by juggling knives.
Mr. Mannix, sporting his nasty scar.
Yep. All right. Can I push past George here, or am I
Just treat it as difficult terrain.
okay? So, 15. I can't quite get advantage on it. Well, I guess I could go here. 5 or 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay. I'll move here. Wait, I still don't have advantage there. What am I thinking about?
You're thinking about you're getting close to these ghosts you don't fuck with.
Yeah. All right. Instead, I'm not gonna get advantage anyway. I am going to lash out with my rapier. Turn advantage off. Hold on. 17. Does a 17 hit a wraith?
Does indeed.
6 of that damage is magical. The other 8 is not.
Okay. You are somewhat satisfied with the results.
Yep. And green flame will leap to the armor to the south of him.
Okay.
For 9 damage.
Wow.
And Mannix will disengage. 5, 10, 15. Ah, yeah, I can go right back to where I was. Hey, George.
Whee! He just scoots in, slashes
Yeah.
down with his fiery sword, nods, and runs away.
You're doing great work, guys. Keep it up.
That Wraith is looking mighty, mighty weakened now. George.
Well then, let's attack it.
14 will hit a wraith. For non-magical damage.
Rub it in.
Oh my! The second crit of this combat for the players.
With the magic sword.
Save my
19
sneak attack for it.
damage.
Yep.
George, how would you like to destroy this wraith?
So you cut it down, and they're just gonna blow it away.
Just dissipates with a sigh.
That's something I can't grapple you.
You try to reach out and grab the silky mist.
And he's gonna dance around the armor. Yeah. These are fun.
Alright, it is the armor / ghost's turn. That armor will continue its assault on Gillian. 20 will
no.
hit for 8 damage. Boy. Second hit, not so much. This armor, I forgot I didn't put numbers on these guys. Gonna attack the dinosaur. 15 will hit. Punches you in the jaw for 5 damage. 21 will hit for 7 damage, so 12 total damage. You are still a dinosaur, but only just. Third armor is still dealing with this frog. That'll hit for 5 damage. Oh, not so much there. Frog is still up. And then the Spectre will continue to attack Kaless.
My frog didn't actually attack on my turn.
Oh, no, it didn't. 14 will not hit a Kaless.
No, it will not.
Frog is just dancing around this armor trying to stay alive. That frog is your responsibility, Mannix.
Yep.
Gillian.
I will. I will just have to attack the next guy then.
1, 2.
It's very difficult to see the numbers. So in this position on this guy, do I still get a flanking bonus? Or I guess I can move over because this
Yeah,
guy's
you have to
dead
move over.
anyway.
Yep.
Okay.
Stand on the Wraith's ashes.
Um, 14?
14 will not hit a hulking suit of armor.
Hmm. $19.
19 will.
That's not
Crossbow,
fair.
you found a shot right between the visor. Solid damage. That one's looking pretty beat up. Dented,
Excellent.
if you will. Alright, Theron.
Alright. Let's see if I can hit these things without advantage. Number 2. First bite. Number 2. First claw.
He calls him out. Hey,
Alright.
that'll hit.
All right.
Alright. That. Yeah, okay.
Steps into the armor.
the dinosaur
Second.
pauses, just surprising himself.
Claw.
Yep. 17 does not hit the armor, however.
God damn. 18.
Yeah, you exactly found its AC.
I'm dead.
Giant full suit of plate mail. The Wraith is deadzes. We go to Kaless.
Hey.
I'm basically the help action in this combat.
I'll get myself an advantage.
I remember to use the dagger this time instead of the rapier. No, I'm missing.
On it. Damage. That specter looks like it is barely hovering in place, able to contain its essence.
All I've got's my well, the rapiers are doing half damage or like quarter damage or something.
You think it's doing some damage, it's not doing full damage, yeah?
Alright. Well, I don't have a rapier offhand, so we might have to do some subtraction here, but it's still a D8, might as well.
Damn, that'll hit.
Alright, so we'll have to subtract my modifier. So it's 7.
Okay. Even with the non-magical nature of your weapon, it still had so little of its essence remaining that you're able to jab into its center and dissipate that specter completely.
Okay. And then I will take my movement 5, 10, 15.
Mr. Mannix.
Let's come back in again. 5. I get no. There's a ghost is gonna pop out of that armor. I actually don't want to get too close. Everybody else is paired off with. Everyone else has got advantage partners already.
You can go help your frog.
It's like a dance. I'm looking
It's a
around.
dance.
Everyone's already parted off.
Your frog looks at you balefully.
It's middle school all over.
Yep.
Yeah. Everybody's paired off, and all that's left is a frog.
Damn. Fine. Alright, I'll run up and attack the arm. We need that sweet advantage to even hit these.
Yeah.
And I don't do it anyway.
12's not gonna do it though. The frog can attack on its turn.
Yes, he can. Let's have him attack.
Frog
great,
learns
frog.
from the best.
Yep.
George,
Yes.
it is your turn.
I'm going to attack number 1.
21 will hit. For some damage.
17 will not.
No.
Therefore, I will use one of my action dice. You can roll one spirity die. But a 20 will.
Yes,
That should do it.
indeed.
Oh. Think attack.
Was that with a Thornblade?
Yes.
Okay. You managed to smash with your precise strike right into the armor, and it goes down, and the spirit comes screaming out.
Ah, I forgot it's not done.
Phase 2.
Damn it! If I haven't been paying attention, I had a better idea. Can I take all that back?
No.
To
Smash
rewind
the
this right.
armor and it's come screaming out.
I put the spirit back in the armor.
Let me grapple you. Hang on. It's all
It's the end
good.
of my turn.
All right. Armors first. Let's do. Since Mannix came back, let's turn our attention to Mannix and smash him with number 3.
Hold on. Frog, distract him.
Frog didn't hit him either.
Damn.
There we go.
All right.
About 5 damage, Mr. Mannix.
That's pretty good.
Now we'll do one against the frog. Aw.
Fuck you, armor.
One against the dinosaur with number 2. Seven is no more dinosaur. 3 carryover by my calculations. Let's do one more attack. Does 15 hit a regular Theron?
It does not.
Okay.
Did anyone else hear that?
I punched you out of dinosaur form.
Okay. I would assume the damage still travels over, though.
I heard it.
Yes.
Heard what?
Like a tiny voice that went, "It's 11."
Which I'm pretty sure was your voice.
It was my watch.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it was not.
Okay.
It sounded like Heather.
It was my Mickey Mouse Apple Watch.
We all love it.
If you tap the screen, it tells you the time in Mickey Mouse's voice.
Ah.
Wow.
All throughout
Sometimes-
the day, every day that it's around.
Sometimes it happens at really inopportune times.
So that was the armor, and then the specter that popped out of the south one will attack Gillian.
Oh no.
For 9 necrotic damage. I need another con saving throw.
Okay. Do I have something that gives me advantage on con saving throws?
Your watch.
Used to. I think you got that injury
love
cured. You used to have disadvantage, but
So it's just a normal.
I think this is normal, yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so
Okay.
until your next long rest, your max hit points have been now reduced by 9.
Oh no.
So you can only heal up to 32, I guess.
I don't know how you're gonna track that.
I know, yeah, I wouldn't
There's a thing.
there is?
It's reduced by 9,
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and
where's
I
that
take
at?
9 damage now. It's above the current hit points. It says hit point
Oh.
maximum.
Okay.
Well, I know. You just gotta remember what you when you long rest.
Well,
Change it back.
just replay the tape.
That's right. Yeah, because
I
I
see.
don't
I see what you're saying.
I don't want you to
Normally-
permanently lose your, yeah, so just remember what it was.
Right.
How about if you change your temporary hit points to a negative
I'm
number?
trying that now. I don't know. Maybe that works. I don't know. I just tried that. I guess it doesn't seem to change the overall number.
You
Yeah,
take
maybe it
9 current hit points damage as well. And it is your turn now.
Oh boy. Okay.
Wait, so does she take the 9 first? And then it's reduced?
Correct.
So she's still at...
Well, it just reduces the max, so your you take the current damage, and then your max goes down as well.
Oh crap. What was I at before? Now I don't remember if I took the current damage or not.
You were at 15. I don't think you did. You're at 15.
Okay, then I haven't. Well, this is not great for me.
Yeah, you're blinking red there.
Yep. It's-
You're at like Mannix hit points now.
Yeah.
No one- No one likes to be there.
No, it's not a good place to be.
Don't worry, Gillian, we'll kill it. Before it kills you.
That's the nicest thing he's ever said to you.
Okay. I will attack with my rapier.
19 will hit a specter. Will also hit an armor. Non-magical rapier.
Yeah.
Because you won't give us magical one.
Man, what a jerk DM.
And then I'm gonna cast Healing Word on myself for 6 points.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Bristlebeard.
As a bonus action, I will cast a Shillelagh. Save, Chris.
Wrong.
Wrong.
And I'll attack. Ooh, I can press the advantage button this time. Exciting.
Look at that advantage button. Give me a 25.
25. It's the armor.
And that's magical.
And that is magical.
Well, you're attacking the armor?
Yes.
Okay. Well, the armor doesn't care about magical. I mean, good job, Darren. You played that exactly correct. I respect and appreciate your tactical decision making.
And respect you as a person.
Reese, if you want me to hit him later, just let me know.
I always want you to hit him.
It's just always yes.
You
Kaless, you can hit the armor.
I
Put
will
things
take
in
my
front of you to
advantage.
hit.
Here's a question. Does damage roll over to its ghost form?
Does not appear to be the case.
Ugh.
Ghost is encased within the suit.
Hell. Wow, I crit failed that and still got 10 points.
Yeah, that's
That is a lot of damage.
20 damage.
Not quite massive and not quite a killing blow, but that armor looks really messed up now.
Ugh, alright, fine. Offhand.
Fine, I'll attack it again. 19 will hit.
Pain. 2 more damage.
2. You scratch it up a bit. That armor looks like it is in very, very, very bad shape, Mr. Mannix.
That's not the armor I'm fighting.
Efficiency, that name is your party. Everyone, spread out.
We've all paired up, so advantage of the armor.
Yep.
Because we cannot hit them any other way.
Can't diverge from the tactics.
The frog will attack first. Let's see if the frog can grapple.
Frog has advantage.
You're worthless,
Alas.
frog. I hate you. Again.
It glares at you. It tries to raise its what does a frog have? A flipper? And like acts like it's doing a crab claw motion and just kind of looks at its like flipper oddly.
You're confused, frog.
It is. It's all fucked up from being forcibly polymorphed. 19 will hit.
Alright, 19. There we go. Alright, so 8 magic damage, 14 regular damage.
Okay. That was a good chunk of damage.
And I am going to say good luck, frog, and disengage and run away. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20.
It's George.
He's gonna go after the spirit. That's with the short sword.
Okay.
I think we said 18 doesn't hit.
18
That was
does.
the armor. This is a spirit. 18 does with the spirit.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Rules have changed.
Yes, they have.
Magical
A
weapon.
quick-
That does a good chunk of damage.
Quick 1-2. And then, whoops, sorry. Nope, that's not what I want. I don't have a taunt or anything, do I?
Attack me!
George says to the spirit, "Neener, neener," and then slaps his butt.
I mean, you can slaps the spirit's butt or your butt.
My own butt.
So you shall. I don't think turtles have butts, right?
I guess not.
I mean,
They have to have a butt. They gotta poop.
Well, I suppose.
This is very sage wisdom.
How?
They have to have a butt.
So if you have a butt somewhere.
Everybody poops.
Yeah.
Even turtles.
Out of the butt. So let's see if that
not-
draws the attention of said spirit.
Give me a persuasion check as you slap your turtle butt.
Do I get advantage?
You sure do.
All right. Damn.
Unfortunately, you also
You don't have a
can't-
butt.
You also
so-
can't figure out where your butt is located.
You gotta do it and go, I don't know how this works.
The spirit is not impressed and continues to attack Gillian.
Yeah, basically.
So you
All right.
compress the poop your entire life until it just compresses so densely you become a black hole and die?
I mean,
It's the normal lifespan of a turtle.
that's how turtles die.
That's where they go.
Turtles are walking time bombs. Alright, the armor. Number 2 will attack Theron. Let's
Whiff.
pitiful attack. 17 does not hit a Theron. God damn it, your people have such high AC. This is why I always have to attack Gillian, because she's the only one I can hit.
Also a whiff.
The other armor will attack the frog. Frog doesn't have 18 AC.
To make
It
you feel
does
good,
now.
hit a frog.
I'm gonna
Mecha
plate that
frog.
for- That's right.
God damn it. That frog is like bloodied to a pulp, but still standing. And then the specter, because
Mannix made
George
the frog jump the transformer pond.
unfortunately failed on his persuasion, will attack Gillian. Wow.
Ooh,
Out
good thing
of
that
all
wasn't
these
me.
bad rolls, that was a good roll.
I was promised this would be dead before its next attack.
Only 7 necrotic damage, Gillian. Though I do need another con saving throw.
George is doing his best. You saw him try to talk.
Gillian, you feel your life just draining away. You are really getting down to like Mannix numbers now in terms of your hit points.
Yes, I'm aware of that. All right, 41. 41 was my hit points before
Put that in your sheet somewhere.
all of this.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
And it is your turn next.
I'm gonna disengage and run away.
See? She's getting more like Mannix.
When it comes down to it, you all the realities of this world.
You go around the corner and Mannix is just waiting there. Maybe you should just quit.
Yep.
Oh.
Touche.
Karmic retribution.
Okay. That was my turn.
Theron.
Wait, can I still use a bonus action after I
You
disengage and run
sure
away?
can, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna heal myself again.
It's not so bad out here, Gillian.
You get the waves.
You get used to it.
I glare. All right.
Alright, Shillelagh time.
26 will hit the armor.
Ooh.
Well, you explode that armor. And guess what comes out of it?
A frog?
Into that blow.
A screaming ghost.
Whoa!
Surprise!
Screaming Ghost number 3.
That's right.
That was a fun turn.
Kaless.
That's me. Seeing the ghost pop back out, she flips her group weapons again. 20,
20 will certainly hit a ghost.
17. God, I sucked that up again.
Well, that looked like a particularly wizened ghost because your dagger finds the sweet spot and it just screams out as you actually kill it in a single blow.
That was fun. Alright.
Oh,
5,
ghosts
10.
aren't armors.
Quite have the D. .23 will hit the armor.
Oh, ignore the sneak attack.
Yeah.
It's just 2 damage.
Wait, it's just 2 damage?
Yeah, that's my offhand.
Oh, okay.
'Cause I'd use my venom dagger for my main
Ah.
hand that time.
Alright, Mannix.
Alright, let's take a step in, see who's left.
Got 1 armor and
Frog.
1 ghost.
You got that in hand, Frog. Glass. Paired off.
Both of them looking
We
injured.
both flip you off.
Yep, simultaneously.
I will attack the ghost. $22.
Indeed.
5 magic, 7 none, or 8.
So
5 magic.
5 magic and 8 non-magic.
Yep.
Okay, that ghost looks like it is barely holding it together.
George, can you kill this ghost? Should I not
course.
run away? I get 7 HP, so if you can't kill this ghost right now,
That's my turn, isn't it?
it is your
It
turn.
is.
Watch this.
I hope he wins just thematically.
Alright, your
Okay.
non-magic doesn't quite do as much damage as you want it to, though. There you go. You
Alright.
discorporate. Is that the
Good
word?
job,
What is
George.
the-
Yeah, discorporate.
Discorporate? Okay.
Yeah.
Discorporate that ghost.
It's, they kept saying good omens.
In Good Omens, that's what I was thinking, yeah.
Yeah.
Discorporate. And ghost falls.
It's gonna go 5, 10, 15. That's it.
Alright, this armor will punch at Kaless.
Damn it.
Oh. 4 damage.
Whatever. Whatever.
And it's gonna try to kick that frog. Ha!
Oh no, my frog.
Frog is dunzo.
Good job, frog.
Gillian. Yeah. One armor remains.
Okay. I'll try to shoot that from here.
Me does hit.
5.
You find a weak spot between the joints and shoot it in there. That armor looks like it is barely hanging on. You can see bits of ghost underneath. Is that it?
That's it.
Aaron. He's fucking nailing this shillelagh. Holy crap.
Just going around bonking things in the head.
Yep. Alright, that one explodes into a ghost.
Alright. Owen is up. I gotta go.
Okay. One ghost remains. Coalesce.
Seeing the ghost, flip the hand. 19.
Indeed.
Ah!
A low damage.
How
on
many
that.
ones you rolled in your sneak attack?
Yeah, that's a lot.
Too many.
Too
7
many.
on a 3d6.
Alright, well, that's still 17 damage. I
It
mean,
is. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You killed another ghost with that much damage, but this one seems to be much bigger and hardier. Fun fact, I rolled extremely varying hit points for these specters on Crafting Annihilation this week.
This one's just 3 damage.
With a non-magical.
Yes.
Alright, Mr. Mannix.
Alright, go 5, 10, 15, 20. Get into advantage range. Position.
Surround it and fire everything.
That's right.
14 will hit
14?
the specter. Yep. Does not have the
Alright.
armor anymore.
Oh, yikes. One magic. Is that 11? Non-magical?
Yep. It's taking a beating, but still up.
And just for the hell of it, I will offhand my silver light die.
Oh, 22 will hit.
That's only 4.
Okay. Is a magical dagger, though.
Yep.
Alright, George.
Yes.
Can you get it done?
We're just
Vision off
beating
of
up
me.
on this one last
15
ghost.
will hit, yeah. Non-magical damage. We need a good hit here. 21 for 11. George, how would you like to kill that last spirit?
Same way as the Wraith. Cut him down and just blow him away. Into Mannix's face.
Into the face.
Oh, sorry. Did you inhale
No.
some of that, Ghost?
Ghost dust.
Should
My
not get that in
lungs.
your lungs. That's not good. All right, the ghosts finally lie dormant. You do detect some. Well, you probably lost concentration. It's concentration detect magic? How does that work?
I don't think it is actually.
Oh, really?
I'll take a look.
It's just a duration.
I think it's just a duration, but I'll check it.
It does say concentration on my.
Oh yeah, it is.
Okay, so more than we haven't been rolling for concentration. More than likely, you probably
No, we
lost it.
haven't.
Okay, so you don't have it on right now. So let's go ahead and end our session here after the big fight with the spirits. We have gone well over our allotted time. Fun fact, you guys made it exactly as far as I thought you would in this dungeon.
Yep.
We will explore the rest of it next week. Thank you to Chris, Heather, Rochelle, Raymond, and Reese for playing. Thank you to all the wonderful fans for watching. You can go to roguewatson.com for recaps, patreon.com/roguewatson if you'd like to support the channel. Live streaming our D&D adventures every week, and we will see you all next time.
Bye.